students, welcome to our channel TJ CBSE classes. Today I wish to discuss the topic motion. Okay, motion. Motion and the related terms of the motion. How to define motion? Motion means it's a continuous change of position of continuous with respect to some stationary objects. If position of some objects changes continuously with respect to another stationary object, that term is termed as motion. Okay. The motion, actually it is a relative term. Relative term. That means if we are sitting anywhere, that person is actually rest with respect to the surroundings. But if you are viewing from another planet, he is in the state of motion. So it is known as the motion is a relative terms. Okay. If you are going in a private bus, okay. If you are considering co-passengers, we are actually at rest. But if you are seeing outside trees, actually they are in motion. Okay, their position changes continuously with respect to the surroundings. Okay, that means motion actually it is a relative terms. Okay, let's go through the another section. Here actually physical quantities. Physical quantities are actually the terms time, distance, displacement, velocity, acceleration, speed. These all force, area, volume, density. These all terms are commonly known as physical quantities. Actually, physical quantities are of two types: scalar quantities and vector quantities. Vector quantities. Scalar and vector quantities. Scalar quantity means scalar quantity actually it is a physical quantity, only magnitude. No need of specifying direction. The scalar quantity means actually it is a physical quantity. We can consider only magnitude. Only magnitude, no need of specifying in a particular direction. No need. For example, time or else area. These two quantities having a specific magnitude, actually no need of considering its direction. Okay, so they are scalar quantities. Vector quantities means both magnitude and direction needed. Magnitude and direction. Direction also should be mentioned properly, then only it is known as. The next term is distance and displacement. Okay, distance means total path length. Total path length covered by the object. Total path length covered by the object is termed as distance. But displacement is it is the shortest distance between initial and final positions. Actually, distance is the total path length. How much path length is covered by an object is termed as distance, but displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final position. Both having the unit SI unit is meter. both having the unit meter, SI unit. SI unit is meter, but distance is a scalar quantity. Actually, for explaining the distance, the physical quantity, it's only magnitude is needed, no need of specifying direction. But in the case of displacement, both magnitude and directions are needed for specifying its direction. It's very important for displacement. But distance is a scalar quantity, displacement is a vector quantity. The object is starting from the point A and reaches to point O, starting from O and reaches to A and traveling a distance of 5 km, and from here it is in east direction. Okay, then after from A to B towards north direction and completes 5 km again and reaches to B. Then again turns to west direction and reaches C and travel at a distance of 10 km. Here we should we need to calculate distance and displacement. Here distance means path length covered. Okay, then how much path length is covered? The body started from point O to A. Then O to A means OA plus then after AB, then after BC. This is the path length covered by the object. This is the path length covered by the object. It is 5 plus 10 equal to 20 km. 20 km. Here we need to find out displacement. Displacement is the shortest distance between initial and the final position. Here the initial position is O and the final position is C. The shortest distance is OC. Then it is a vector quantity. Vector quantity should be represented with an arrow mark. Okay, here it's a specific direction is needed. So it is displacement. The displacement is a vector quantity. Here the length is OC. How to find out OC? Here from here it is 5 km. Here it is 5 km again extended to 5, then it is 5 km, and this length is also 5 km. Then we can apply Pythagoras theorem. By applying Pythagoras theorem, it's a right angle triangle. Okay, then we can apply Pythagoras theorem. Then OC is equal to root of here we can represent D OD square plus CD square. That is equal to root of 5 square plus 5 square. It is root 25 plus 25, root 50. It is 2 into 25 or 2 root 5 kilometer. Okay. And this is the difference between distance and displacement. Let's go to the another example. Here a body starting from point A and reaches to B, and again B to C. Here from A to B 4 km and B to C it is 3 km. Then you have to find out distance and displacement in this case. Distance is equal to AB plus, it's a path length, AB plus BC. Okay, AB is 4 km plus 3 km, it is 7 km. Okay, displacement. Displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final position. That means the length of AC can be calculated by using root of AB square plus BC square is equal to root of 4 square plus 3 square root of 4 square means 69 root of 25. It is 5 kilometer. Okay, here the distance is 7 kilometer, but displacement is 5 kilometer. Okay, this is the difference between distance and displacement. Go through another example. An object complete one circular path of radius r. One circular path starting from O, here O is the origin, starting from A and reaches these all positions B, C and D. Then it reached at the point A. Then here we have to calculate distance. Distance is equal to, here the circumference of the circle, it is 2 pi r. But displacement is equal to, here the starting and ending position is same at A. Okay, so the 2 points are same, that means the difference will be 0 and here displacement is 0. Okay, then another case, if an object complete one semicircular path. One semicircular path going through C. Here body starting from B, then through C complete one semicircular path and reaches to A. Then distance is equal to, here the distance is equal to the half of the circumference of the circle, it is pi r. Then what about displacement? Here displacement, here you can take it as radius as r, then pi r. The displacement is, starting point is B and the ending point is A. That means diameter of the circle, that is diameter is 2 into r, it is D. Okay, then here the distance is pi r and displacement is twice the radius.